adventuring party is prisoned, locked up in the chambers beneath Ambrosia Castle. William Wisp has locked them away, and they were scheduled for execution for practicing magic in the city of Ambrosia and aiding and abetting the wizard Barris Gromdar. After an attempt to sway the jury to let them off with just a slap on the wrist, they were sentenced to execution. But our heroes made a daring escape. They bettered the guards in their cell, and when we last left off, they were about to enter through the prisons, dungeons, what have you, and try to make their grand escape. And that is where our adventure begins. If you guys in the background are listening to, I made you guys a Breakout playlist on YouTube. You can pop that on in the background if you want. But I believe I told you guys, some of you were able to pocket some stuff away on your person and sneak it into the dungeon. Hopefully you wrote that down. But if not, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We always do. So I think Gus was the only one who was not with you guys. Gus, you were not technically a friend of the wizard Barris, so you were not kept with these other miscreants. You were kind of put in like a nice little cell.
The toilet.
Ooh.
You've made
There's
made
a GameCube in there too.
Oh, lame.
A GameCube.
It's dated, but it works. It's fun.
Shit.
It's just a box with like painted sides. It's not actually. It's not what you think it is.
He thinks it's a GameCube.
I don't know any better.
It's a wooden box that someone put a doorknob on.
It was supposed to be uncomfortable, but you're a goblin, so you find it like actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fidget cube.
Not so bad.
Let's see. So yeah, you guys.
I like this playlist, Brian.
Yeah. You guys had bested the guards, and you were about to make your way out into the rest of the dungeons. Is there anything you guys, sans Gus, wanted to do or prepare? What were your plans? What are your thought processes? Do you guys want to get a plan together with each other?
Yes. First of all, can we get weapons from the guards that we killed last time?
Sure, absolutely.
I can't remember how many there were. 3?
There were as many people breaking out. There were that many guards.
Can I type something to you, Brian?
Confidence.
Sure, in Discord?
Yeah.
Excuse me, absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. So there are, how many of you are? Let's see. Well, I count as 2 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. 6 of you guys. One of you is not in there. So there were 5 guards, I believe. So they all had their uniforms on them. Each one of them had a dagger and a scimitar on them, as well as like a pair of manacles and then various other prison sundries. One of them had a keyring on them as well.
Who's taking the key ring? I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
I will take all of the manacles.
I will take all of the sundries. I don't. What are sundries again?
Little like goodies, like knickknacks,
Dried tomatoes,
snacks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I won't take all of the sundries. What I was going for more was the clothes. Like, were they wearing anything special?
I mean, they had uniforms on. They're technically thwart hogs, so they're wearing variations of that blue uniform.
Any hats?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll take a hat.
Hats.
The best
Gotta have a
one.
hat.
The best of the lot.
So, they're warthogs. Are they like? Is that human size scale?
More or less, yeah.
So,
There were 2 or 3 of you could probably fit into their garbs, if that's what you're asking.
yeah, that's what I'm asking. So,
So the Loxodon probably couldn't fit in one. Let's see. Velvet could fit into one.
Okay.
Dusk could fit into one. I'm not sure about ID10T. I'm not sure about Bado.
I mean, I can make myself fit.
Alright.
You just hear me like putting it on. You hear just as my arms kind of tear through the sides.
he's like stepping into the mouth of the warthog.
It still passes. You should, yes.
Trying to pull the skin on.
Like
Oh
a
no, I
glove.
haven't gotten to skin suits yet. No.
Alright.
So I'm probably too tiny. Well, no, I'm probably the right. I can fit inside of it, but I'm probably too swimming in it, right?
You're a halfling, right? Yeah, you could put it on, but it would be pretty big. And then the Loxodon,
Well, and
it
it
was
also
very tight.
it'd also go against my dexterity bonus, wouldn't it? So
It wasn't really armor, it was more of a uniform. Okay, I got my music in the background, it's helping me. Alright. The Ant-Man theme helps.
pretty good. Really feels like adventure.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, well, I'm gonna throw on what I can of a uniform.
Alright, so Blue Mandrill / Waddle
If I get,
puts on a uniform.
I think I have some sort of bonuses for disguise, don't I?
I think you do have a disguise kit, so you might be able to make it work, actually.
Sweet. Do
I have
some,
a disguise kit.
on-the-spot tailoring.
So Bado, you seem to be the one. Bado, ID10T is pushing it for sure, but Bado, you seem to be the outlier.
In terms of,
If you wanted to put on one of their uniforms, you didn't say you did though, I guess.
But there's
I
only enough
assumed
for-
it wouldn't work.
There's only enough for half or 5 of us. 5 of us, right?
Yeah, Gus is in another room.
Oh, that's
Why
I'll
don't
try.
why don't we put some fake manacles on him and make it look like we're walking him around the prison?
Ah,
I can spare a pair.
Yeah, just lightly put him on him. We could. I mean, he's what's his species again?
Loxodon, so they're
Loxodon.
elephant folk.
So you probably need to
Got it.
link manacles together to fit around his,
Just try.
All right, so I just wrap all of the manacles and link them up and tie
Alright.
them. He's just like manacled.
his trunk
Wait,
is
no, that's not
manacled
right,
to his
'cause if we
wrist.
do that,
Do we have the keys for all of those?
wait, it seems kind of like a.
Yeah,
I was
there's
gonna
keys
say.
to them. There's keys
like
to
a-
them.
All right.
Yeah.
So that,
On
we
the
gotta-
that key ring, whoever grabbed the key ring has
I got
the keys.
well, I feel like I shouldn't have the key ring if I'm going to be fake prisoner.
I'll take
Wait,
the
no.
key ring.
you can
I mean,
unlock
Oh, wait,
it.
you
I'll
take the
it.
key ring.
I'll take the key ring.
I'll
Okay.
take the key ring.
Who's gonna be the one who's like holding Bado,
Do you-
like guiding him?
I'll do it just in case I gotta somehow like finagle a lockpick situation.
Wait. So who has the key ring?
I think
Unless
right
the
as
key ring
right
was-
as ID10T opens up one of his like extremely smelly compartments and is about to put the key ring inside there, and I'm like, I'll take the key ring.
Okay.
And we don't want to. We
So
don't
right
want
before he-
another situation like with the basement.
Oh.
Yeah, the smell didn't wash off that before.
And I just
All
open the hatch and you hear something scream from inside.
Puff of gaseous odor that forms a skull and it dissipates.
Alrighty, so it sounds like we got our plan. Bado is manacled. The rest of you are trying your best to pull off looking like guards.
I want to
With,
real quick.
Yeah.
I want to pick up a nightstick,
okay.
like
yeah.
a billy club, and like swing it around like I'm, you know.
Wait, do we gotta tell you we picked up the stuff? I picked up a scimitar. Just
Okay. The billy clubs they've got have hooks on them for tripping too.
Okay.
You didn't say anything about billy clubs. You said
Yeah, I
dagger
want a
and
billy
scimitar.
club.
they definitely attacked us last time with billy clubs.
And they're guards, right? That's what I imagine.
Yeah. They had billy clubs, not scimitars. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
They had daggers on them, but they had billy clubs instead of scimitars.
Good.
Billy
It's been a
club
long
count-
3 or 4 weeks. I'm sorry.
Does that count as a quarterstaff type weapon? Like
It's a bludgeoning.
I guess
Club?
I'll take one of those too.
Everybody wants
Everybody,
to.
you know, yeah, okay.
Your staff.
Everybody gets a club. Everyone joins the club.
Okay.
Can I want a club, but it also I can't be wearing one. Can somebody carry my club?
No one's gonna think.
I'll get a second one. I'll get a second one. I'll tie them together.
Oh wait,
Oh,
Yep.
wait.
wait. Does that make them nunchucks? Can I use those?
Sword chucks. Club chucks.
Club chucks.
So while you guys are figuring it out, we're gonna cut to Gus, and the guards are bringing in like a cheese and meat platter for him. They brought him in under suspicion, but they're really kind of charmed by him.
Awesome, delicious sauce to dip it in.
Oh my god. The music for me just switched to the Ocean's 11 music, so it's like perfect timing for this to be happening.
The guard's like, would you like a red or a white wine to pair with this?
These are both mixed together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a suicide, as we call it. I like your style.
It's a blend. It's a blend.
So they put down a little tray for you, but they walk off. Gus, you're kind of surrounded by
Opulence.
less dangerous feeling folks, like higher collar crimes. I don't know what the words I'm looking for. You got like Martha Stewart's around you. Yeah, white
Collar crime.
Yeah. So you're really kind of enjoying your time here.
Yeah. I kind of like nudge Gwen to like, when we gonna go? When we gonna leave?
I kind of come and go as I please, but I like it here. Stay away from the family and the job. It's kind of nice here. I like it.
Came in with some guys. I hope they got a nice room as
Camera cuts back to like the dead guards,
Flies.
2 ripped uniforms, yeah, and the party ready to make their exit out of this cell hall chamber. Who's leading the way?
Not the prisoner.
Not the guy leading the
Blue
prison.
Mandrill is.
I don't think I should.
Oh, all right. I'll do it first.
So you're gonna lead the way, pushing Bado through.
Yeah.
Who is-
No. that
Who
sounds
is
like a
the
bad
most
idea.
the
Oh, wait,
most
no, who
normal
was-
looking person?
No,
in the
it
group?
was ID, because ID was like walking ahead, swinging the billy
Yeah,
club.
well, that's
all
what I
confident.
meant.
Lady Dentee should not be first.
I look like a walking trash bin though, covered in like a uniform.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how.
Yeah, but it's
That's
your
normal.
it's your attitude, it's your
Oh,
bravado.
you're
that-
right. All right. All right. I'll be walking forward. I'll be rattling if we're passing any prison cells. I'll be rattling the billy club along the bars.
It's that steely confidence of your humanity.
All right, so ID 10T is leading the way. Bado and Waddle, I'm gonna put you guys in the middle.
Team bottle.
Team Bottle. Dusk and Velvet. Who's second? Who's last in the party?
I'll be last.
You'll be last.
Remind me who took the
Yeah.
key ring. Dusk.
Dusk has the key. So ID Gentie's leading the way, followed by Dusk. Somebody's music's going off.
One of the prisoners, they gave him a good
boombox.
behavior.
Oh, weird. Sorry. I don't know why my phone was suddenly going off. My bad.
ID Denti's leading the way, followed by Dusk, who has the key ring. Behind Dusk is Bado in manacles with Waddle kind of guiding him, and then Velvet in the back. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So pretty good lineup.
That sounds right.
All right, ID Denti, when you're ready, you open the big steel door.
Yep.
And enter the rest of the prison.
All right.
So you guys were sort of in some isolated cells towards the back of the dungeons. You walk out and you see like a 2-story of sort of the general population of prisons. You see all sorts of different hands sticking out of the cells, sort of resting, goblin hands, human hands, bird hands, all sorts of different creatures. It's sort of chaotic yelling and hooting and howling as one would see in a prison. And like 10 cells up, there's a crossroads. You can go straight, you go left, you go right. So you guys enter the main chambers of the cells. Where are you going?
Perception check.
Ooh, that's good. Good call.
Yeah, I'm looking for any other guards in the area.
Would you roll on your perception?
Let me get that roll for you.
Oh, my dice are under attack.
Where is perception?
It's intelligence based.
That's gonna be a
No, it's
4.
wisdom. It's
A
wisdom.
4. A wisdom.
Yeah,
You
it's
rolled
a 4. 3 plus 1.
So you're looking for other guards. You're kind of scouting the area, and nope, you don't see any guards.
Or I'll
I feel
turn
pretty good.
around and wave my hand like, "This way, fellas."
Hope your charisma's better than your wisdom.
No.
So ID 10T waves the rest of you into the main prison corridor. As you guys all walk in, you see the same thing. 2 stories, about 10 cells in front of you that lead to sort of a crossroads. Yeah.
Menagerie of prisoners. That's a good word, right?
That's a pretty good word. Velvet, you're the last one out the door. Is there anything you want to close the door behind you? Do you want to?
Just politely close the door behind me because I was raised with manners.
You close that door behind you, and you hear a prisoner in a cell to your right yell at you. He's like, "Hey, hey!" He yells an obscenity at you in Orcish. He's kind of like cussing you out because he sees you in a guard's uniform.
I just smile and give him a thumbs up.
No, hit him.
Give-
Gotta hit him.
Oh, should I hit him? No, I just wanted to give him a thumbs up. So you're doing great, buddy.
And then break his hands.
His eyes kind of like glow up because a thumbs up in Orcish is like obscene gesture.
Good
And
job.
he starts like rattling the cage like furious.
Excellent. Yeah, I keep on walking. I don't care about him.
Everybody wants to make me perception checks. That would be.
You want me to do it again?
Ruby.
Quick, while they're doing that, is there anything
Good grief.
Hold on one sec. Gus, can you say that again?
Is there anything preventing us from passing within the cells? Like any magical warding?
I don't know if you have tried. The other guys tried in their cells and were unable to.
Okay.
Do you want to try something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to cut to me real quick?
Yeah, sure. Let's cut to Gus.
Okay. Just like, not bring me that something, please. Help me. Rude. agents. It's been a good time.
Your mic's cutting
Right.
out for me. Is
Yeah,
it cutting out for
you're
anybody else?
extremely
Breaking
low.
up.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
okay? I
breaking
haven't
up.
changed anything. It's weird. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was just saying, like, yeah, I kind of say, like, oh, well, it's been fun anyways, guys. And I kind of clap my hands together to try and cast gaseous form. Does it work?
Does gaseous form require material components? So they took a lot of items off of you.
I don't think it does, no.
How do you come back from gaseous form?
I just become
You
solid.
don't.
You evaporate. You have to get rained down from the clouds.
You try to cast the spell, and it feels like something's blocking it.
Okay.
So you tap into your inner arcana, your spine magic, and it feels like you're unable to make it happen. And so the white collar prisoners next to you are kind of looking at you like, "The hell's he doing?"
I feel bloated though.
Yeah,
Like a
it's like,
suppressed fart.
that's a pickle.
No, those are called cornichons. So one of the guys reaches down to your little meat and cheese plate and picks up a little one. They're like, "Hey, nobody told you magic's outlawed here?" Gus?
Yeah.
Nobody told you magic's outlawed, or the guy
like that.
eating the pickle? I cannot.
Oh, you're
hear.
breaking. Yeah, you're breaking up. You sound super far away.
Let me try and get this fixed real quick.
Okay, no worries.
Believe in you, Gus.
We'll cut back.
Back to perception.
Yeah, back to
checks.
perception checks.
Oh, perception.
Oh, I rolled with the bonus 3.
A 3,
Good grief.
I got a
Yeah.
13.
13,
I rolled a 15.
15.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
Woo!
But you gotta add the bonus.
And I rolled a 3 again.
All right, Bado, you want to roll one?
I did 13.
Okay, we got a 13 and a 15. Nobody else rolled above a 10, right?
Not today.
Bado, you smell to the right the mess hall. Who rolled the 15?
I did.
If you're gonna give me smell, then I get advantage. I thought it was gonna be not advantage.
Oh.
You were able to smell the food
Okay.
easily enough.
What's it smell like? Cabbage? I bet it's cabbage.
Pig slop.
It's cabbage and onion and liver, but you're not sure of what animal
Or whose liver?
or whose liver.
Oh.
Death row.
Velvet, you spy a sign that says, god dang it, what's the word? Impoundment? What's it called when they take stuff?
Confiscated?
Confiscated.
Contraband.
Seized.
Naughty no-nos.
Naughty no-nos are down the left hallway. Seized
Ooh.
items, and then the main exits seem straight ahead.
Velvet vision for a second.
Velvet vision.
Velvet vision.
Otto will,
Jinkies.
Just everything's like the Ice King sees it.
Yeah.
Demented version of reality.
Bado, you smell that the mess hall's to the right corridor, and as your nose kind of follows it, you also pick up like an acrid cologne as you see a warthog on the second story sort of walk around the corner doing their patrol.
All right, I'll sort of, grunt and, point with my nose kind of down below towards the second floor, make sure everybody notices.
What? What are we noticing?
Why are we noticing
Yeah,
the mess hall?
I rolled a 1. I'm just like, what are you talking
doesn't-
about?
He doesn't understand.
Bado is reconsidering life choices.
I mean, what is our exit strategy? Are we just trying to walk out of here? Are we trying to
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
Gus?
Ideally, let's.
Okay.
We're
Just
wearing
making-
guard outfits.
We should go get our stuff.
Did we not figure this out
That's-
beforehand?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to go get naughty no-nos.
I nudge like Dusk next to me. It's like, guys, there's the sign Naughty No-Nos. It's probably our stuff. We should probably go get that. Should we stick together or should we try to split off into 2 groups? Is my question.
Well, we should
Why
definitely
is that
split
your
the party.
question?
I'm
Why are
gonna
you
just
doing
start
that?
walking towards the naughty no-nos.
Follow Dusk.
So
Leading
Dusk.
I'm gonna
Bado.
start walking. I'm gonna start walking towards naughty no-nos room.
So Dusk, Dusk is gonna start to walk past ID 10T, or do you want?
Yeah.
So ID 10T, you see Dusk sort of starting to walk up ahead of you.
Okay. I'm gonna inspect the cell right next to me.
All right. Give me an investigation check. And while you're making that investigation check, Gus, did you figure everything out?
I think so. Do I sound better?
You do sound better.
Okay, cool. Hi.
There's a
Hey,
person
how's
in the
it
cell,
going?
right?
Hey,
Sound
Okay.
way good. Yeah.
Hi.
All right, so let's switch back to Gus real quick while ID 10T is investigating that cell. Gus, what were you saying? I'm so sorry.
Oh, earlier I was just trying to gaseous form out of the jail cell because I didn't think it would not work.
Yeah, something seems to be impeding
Yeah.
your spellcasting.
And now I'm just like, well, I'm just kind of realizing I'm actually stuck here for the first time this whole time. Well then, huh. Okay. Did anyone see where they took my stuff?
Oh, yeah. There's a. Let's see, what kind of creature would it be? There's a dwarf who's like, oh, they put Naughty No-No, and he kind of points, like he sticks his hand out the cell and like points it down. And he's like, hey, keep all our stuff, all the good stuff. You never been in the clink?
This is the
the clink?
Oh,
What'd you call me?
I need to get their stuff though before they touch my things.
You want to get your stuff? You wanna get your-
Yes.
Okay. I like this guy. I like this guy right here. You should join. You should join up. You wanna join an organization?
Like a club?
Did you say like a club?
Like a club? Yes.
Yeah, you could say it's like a club. It's like a
What?
club, right, fellas? It's like a club.
My other friends were very nice.
You're
Join
cutting
club?
out again, buddy.
Very, very guy like clubs. My other friends were in a good club. I'll join a club.
Yeah, okay. All right. And he like pulls out a little like handmade blade and he kind of palms it to you and he's like, you got to get a guard to join our club.
Get a guard to join. They seem to be in a club themselves. I don't want to join.
Yeah, their club's the enemy of our club, if you know what I'm saying. You ain't got to take them down or nothing. You just got to, stick them once or twice to join the club.
Come on. Okay.
And so he kind of like, you see him like motion with his eyes, and just outside of the cell gate, there's a guard who's sort of facing the other way, watching the rest of the hall, oblivious to your cell because they don't see you guys as much of a threat. And he's like, yeah, you just you stick them once. You're in our club.
But you didn't give me a stick. You gave me a pointy dagger.
Shh, hey, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Hey.
I'm kind of like chewing on the tip of it, like a little bit.
He takes it from me. He's like, never mind. You can't be in the club. Offer rescinded. All right, ID 10T. You were inspecting the cell next to you. What'd you roll?
19. Was there somebody in it? I was expecting somebody to be in it.
There is.
Okay. So I rattle the bar and I'm like, contraband inspection, toss in the cell.
So this cell is inhabited by a big blue. I forgot what the merfolk race is, but I call them Coralkin. Big bearded guy, long hair, pretty buff, and he's kind of leaning. So you say
Wait,
contraband
wait.
inspection? What?
Is it Jason Momoa?
Not quite.
Yeah. Searching for contraband. Get up against the wall there. I'm gonna come in and do my little investigation. That'd be a 19.
You want to go into the cell or up to the cell?
Yeah. We open the cell. Well, actually, can we open the cell?
Dusk has the keys.
That's right. Huh.
So as Dusk started to move past you, ID 10T diverted to a cell with this blue coral can in it. And you see him, like, the guy in the cell kind of puts his hands up, like showing you he's got nothing on him.
All right. Well, then I'll point my other hand at him and shake the billy club and say, "I'm watching you." And then I'll turn and keep on going down the cells. Yeah.
Good job.
Bado Waddle? Are you guys Bado Waddle?
We're going towards the no room, right?
Yep, we're following Dusk.
Dusk is gonna hook it left.
I'll go to the no
You
room.
pretty much have to follow Dusk, by the way, because he has the keys to your manacles because he didn't give them to me.
Oh no.
You guys hear just like a chinking of the keys, like chink, 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 chink.
You're like
Getting
hanging on your
softer.
hip.
So you guys hook left and you start to make your way down the hallway. Gus, as you're sitting in your cell, you see your friends walk past you in guard uniforms. Dusk, you turn to that corner to the left. You're looking down the hall. There's another like 10 cells, and at the end of it, you see 2 guards standing in front of like a locker room that's locked up. Bado, you pick up the scent of Gus as you turn the corner. You recognize the scent of Gus.
I'll say out loud, but in like a medium tone, like, "Gus, I smell him. He's around here somewhere."
Did you say I can see them, or I?
Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of turning the corner. You see them start to walk in front of your cell. You were staring out, so you noticed them, but they weren't necessarily looking in to notice you.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the cell opposite of Gus's, and I'm gonna like smash it with the billy club and tell those guys to like quit messing around in there and hopefully like try and get the attention of those guards out in by the door and away from Gus's door.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
yeah.
I'm basically like trying to distract them from Gus's gate
All right.
and make them think that this group inside is fighting or something. Get them all riled up.
So you hit the cell to your left and sort of, hey, keep it down. And the guard in front of Gus's cell is like, yeah, they're pigs. All right, I gotta get back into character and show them. Yeah, show them who's boss. Dirty spellcasters.
Wow.
The abuse does not seem to faze anybody. Gus, you notice your friend Dusk sort of hit the cell of some people across from
Yeah.
you.
I kind of nudge.
Leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Oh, wait. I thought there were only guards at the end of the hallway.
There are, but I'm sorry. I did say that there was a guard outside of Gus's cell. I did say that earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. Okay.
I did not reiterate. So, if that would have changed your action, don't worry about it.
My action was to try and get the guard away from the cell.
Yeah, he's not away from it. He's like encouraging you.
Like standing next to you.
Okay.
I kind of nudge the dwarf. I'm like, Hey, my friends joined the other team. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for your invite.
Your friends are you friends are Thwarthogs? And he like looks like upset at you now. You one of them?
No, not
Your
those
friends are
things.
one
This
of them?
guy.
And he looks at the other people in the cell and he's like, he's one of them. He's one of those bastards that locked us up. And everybody in the cell starts giving Gus like the stink eye.
Aww.
What's the matter? You guys play opposite softball team? Didn't go good or something? I don't.
So Dusk is sort of harassing some cells on the left. 2 guards at the end of the hallway guarding the no-no closet. Gus is in a cell on the right. ID 10T, followed by Bado and handcuffs, guided by Waddle with Velvet in the back. Velvet, what are you up to? You started watching this all take in. You start hearing people like, "Woo," like yelling at Dusk, who's messing with the other guards. What is Velvet doing?
A great question. I'm standing there, I'm patting my belly, and I'm having like Santa Claus laughs. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the problem.
Okay, so we need to get down to the no-no closet and get Gus out of his cell.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my attempt to distract the guards and bring them closer to the cells and away from the no-no closet is not working because they're just like, oh, let him abuse
They're
whoever
into
he
the
wants.
abuse, yeah.
Okay.
Bado and Waddle, anything you guys are doing? You still...
Given that I would try to get up closer to get my shackles unlocked, which I didn't really realize were locked. I thought we were just putting them on, kind of for show.
You could put them on.
But I'd like to be free now so that I can help in whatever's about to happen here.
Can I, sleight of hand snatch the keys from Dusk?
Tell me how you would do it. So Dusk ran up to this cell and started, poking at the guards, at the inmates. So you're guarding Bado. Make it believable. Tell me how you're doing it.
Tell you what, I will slide you the keys if we distract the guards from seeing that we're doing that. I feel like they're all looking at us right now.
How about if I just dramatically collapse to the floor, clutching my belly and go, oh no.
Okay. You want to do that, Velvet?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I have cramps.
All right. So Velvet gets a case of the cramps and falls to the ground, clutching his stomach.
I start wailing like a banshee.
The guard that was in front of Gus's cell runs to Velvet to see what's the matter.
I'm gonna slide of hand my keys to
Waddle?
Waddle.
Roll a sleight of hand check, please.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 2. 22.
Wow.
Waddle, will you also make me a sleight of hand check?
Sure. Let's see. 11 plus 7 is 18.
Wow, okay. Yeah, so you are very, very stealthily, you're able to pass the keys off easy.
Now all we gotta do is worry about Velvet making a disguise check.
I just throw the key directly into the lock and it just goes right in and Waddle is able to just walk by and slip by and twist it so the gate slowly just goes and opens.
For Gus's cell?
For Gus's cell, yeah.
Keys?
That's where we sleight of hand. I throw the key into the lock, and Waddle walks past and turns it so that the gate opens. Without anybody
What
noticing.
about Bado?
So sad.
Oh,
Sorry,
Bado has to use his brute strength to break these manacles.
So Gus, there's a commotion outside. You hear one of the guards who you realize, that guard looks a lot like Velvet, falls to the stomach with some sort of tummy ache. The guard.
Oh no, he's got his shits again.
I'm just in the background screaming, "Oh, my ovaries! Ah!"
There's some
Help this
there's
woman.
some sort of commotion, and then you hear the cell door unlock. I'm sorry, and the other inmates who were sort of like eyeballing you notice the door start to unlock, and they look at you. They're like, "What's the game, little man?"
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, I think my friends are waiting for me. Okay, bye, new friends. Kind of awkwardly squeeze past them.
Does like a little Bugs Bunny dance out the door.
Yeah, I imagine they're getting closer and closer, and I'm just kind of like, excuse me.
So you want to slink out the door?
I'm just gonna try and squeeze towards them. Can I do a sleight of hand to try to grab the dagger from that door on the way out?
Sure, make me a sleight of hand check.
Everyone's a rogue these days.
I'm gonna oppose it. Maybe he can try. It doesn't mean he's gonna make it.
I mean, I have +3 because of my dex, so I got 13 in total.
Oh, he gave you the dagger. He put it in your hand.
Oh, I thought
No,
he
he
took it back when I said I didn't know what I...
He took it
He
back.
did
Yeah,
take it back. You're
He
right.
was picking his teeth with it.
So, like, as I squeeze by him, I'm gonna try 13.
A 13. I rolled an 11. So you swipe it out of his hand and slink out the door. And he's like, "Hey, what the fuck? The door's open. Let's make a break for it, guys." And so the 4 other inmates in there rush the door. So you guys see Gus slink out of a cell next to you. And then immediately behind them, leading the charge, is a dwarf. These guys sort of push out. You notice one of them reaches around for the keys, pulls it out, and runs to another cell and starts opening other prison doors.
I'm kind of... Gus is a little ignoring the chaos, just walks over to them like, "Hey, guys!"
Velvet, you are on the ground. A guard comes up to you and is like, "What's the matter? Oh my god, are you okay? What's going on?" Then you hear a kerfuffle behind him as inmates start to pour out of their cells.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing, Velvet?
I reach up to him and I grab him by his robe. There's a pain in my ovaries, much like this, and then I kick him square in the beans.
All right, roll me a d20 and add your strength modifier to it.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. What was my Brian?
We're planning a
D20 and
prison
add
break.
your strength bonus.
My strength bonus. Okay.
That's
I
exactly
don't
how
have
I
a strength bonus. I rolled a 13.
How? I have a question.
Yeah.
How far away is the last guard at the no-no room? The naughty no-no room?
They're about 30 feet ahead of you. There's
Okay.
2 guards there,
How
but
many-
yeah.
How many people are around there?
There's 2 guards guarding that door.
I always get worried
Are
when you
there
ask how
cells
many
nearby?
people are around.
What?
Are there cells nearby?
Yeah, there's cells on either side, on your floor, and then the floor above you, the second story.
And so there's people in those cells.
But they're
I
about
imagine.
like 10 feet on either side of the door. There's some clearance, you know.
I'm gonna. So my uniform's kind of like tightly buttoned around my chassis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the uniform and rip it open, so my chest is exposed, and go prison break and cast fireball down the hall at the 2 guards and the door.
All right. So prisoners start to flee out of their cells. They're starting to unlock other cells. Velvet kicks a guard in the beans. As he kicks him in the beans, you hear prison break and the sound of a the sound of a spell casting. And you said you cast Fireball?
Fireball at the door.
All right.
Let me see what that does. I never remember.
You kick the pig in the beans? Pork and beans?
Kick them right in the pork and the beans.
Right,
Oh boy.
So
Um,
he's
Yeah. Well, it's each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
what am I trying to roll?
Dexterity saving throw.
What number am I trying to beat there, bud?
I think it's 14. I have spell save DC and it says 14, so.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to beat.
And everything
One
that's
passes, one fails.
okay. Everything that's flammable nearby ignites as well.
Okay.
Sorry,
Let's just throwing that one.
prisoners.
But it's 20 feet. They have enough room.
Right,
Nobody's
so what's a hit? What's a
Sorry, prisoners.
14. They have to beat the 14, and then
fail? How much damage on a hit?
on a hit? 8d6 fire damage.
On a fail, it's half.
Half,
Okay, so roll it.
46. All right. Okay. Okay, so on the 8d6, it's 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 6, 2, 4, and the total is 36.
So
On the one who
18
failed.
on a fail.
18 on a fail, yeah.
Okay. All right. So this fireball erupts out of your chest, crashes down at the end of the hall, and sort of erupts, knocks both guards down. One of them seems out for the count. The other one is like screaming as his garb is in flames. Sirens start to alarm throughout the prison cell as more and more prisoners are getting out of their cells with the keys. There's mass chaos everywhere as this is starting to unfold.
Before this gets any worse, Bado would like to cast a spell.
All right.
Did you do that with your hands manacled?
I can if it only has a verbal component.
Oh, okay.
Gus, as you left your cell, you noticed you could feel like the magic start to like course through your veins again. So it's like the cells, there was something in the cells preventing you from casting spells, but it seems like whatever was doing it does not extend to the hallways.
Okay.
Cool.
So the gangster who took the keys has been going down the cells unlocking them.
Yeah.
I want to stare at him and unpocket my holy symbol from where I was keeping it in my sleeve, mumble under my breath, "I am bound, free me, O Ilmater," and cast command, where you get to speak a one-word command to a creature I can see, and I say unlock.
Do I
already?
Do I have to make a save against that?
No.
No. All right. So you whisper this
Oh,
word.
wisdom saving throw. There it is. I was like, I must be misreading it.
Probably it's above a 10, I would assume. And
Yeah.
I rolled a 6. So you like focus these words into your deity, and you see this guy unlocking these cells, and he kind of perks up like he hears you, and he looks over and he like, of course. And he saunters over and unlocks a couple of the manacles for you. There you go. And then he goes back to unlocking other cells. As some of these cells open up, you realize a lot of these people were spellcasters and they've been imprisoned for casting magic. So you start to notice bolts of magic erupting, and small scuffles with guards are breaking out on various levels. You see guards starting to come in from the mess hall. as the mess hall doors sort of swing open, you see there's like a food fight in the cafeteria area. Bado, you're able to get out of your manacles. And your party is reunited in the middle of this prison fight.
I imagine when you said food fight, there's like a few pieces of food flying, and literally like a golem made out of food has been animated.
Food golem.
A prison loaf golem, yeah. Oh, that's a really cool idea.
A really good idea.
Actually, yeah, I like that. The doors like swing open and there's like this monster of potatoes and corns and radishes.
Liver.
Glazed ham.
Luscious ham.
Luscious ham.
His head is a ham.
Warthogs eat ham.
Oh God.
They are fucked up people, creatures.
I wouldn't put it past them to be cannibalistic.
Velvet, you kicked that guard in the beans and he sort of like fell over in agony, making the same screams you were making.
He's screaming, "My ovaries!"
Where are the other guards that were guarding the naughty no-no room?
One's on fire.
One's on fire and the other one's cindering, passed out.
Well, then I want to make a mad dash towards the door.
The exit door or the door of naughty?
The no-no door.
The naughty no-no room. I want to go to the naughty no-no room.
It's on fire, right?
The door's
Is it on fire?
there's some like red hot coals in parts of the door, but the door's not on fire. The guards.
Can I do like a barrel roll through the door since it's been like kind of like burned a little bit?
I can cast warding wind and just kind of put out the flames.
It doesn't.
rolling
Or use it to push me into the door harder.
All right, I cast warding wind right as Velvet is running towards the door.
Velvet?
It's like right as he's about to tumble. What?
Yes.
Right as Velvet is running to the door. So as he's about to like do a cool tumble into it, the wind hits him and he trips forward through the door.
Warding wind. Let's take a look at what it does. A strong wind, 20 miles an hour, blows around you. Deafens you and other creatures in the area, extinguishes flames, hedges out vapor gas. Area is difficult terrain for creatures other than you. The attack rolls have disadvantage if the attacks pass in or out of the wind.
You helped but hindered him because he's
It's gonna make you deaf.
Yeah, I don't know if I would if
All right, I'm not gonna cast it.
But it did put the fire out.
Do you have something else you want to cast to aid him jumping through the door?
Just hear him on. With the song.
Can I grant? No, I can't grant him True Strike, can I?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or I can Eldritch Blast the door so it blows open while he's tumbling through it.
You tell me what you want to do.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the door. So I'm going to kind of like start playing air guitar again.
The Folsom Prison Blues.
Yeah, this time I'm playing Folsom Prison Blues, and like a bolt of energy bursts out right as Velvet is like tumbling through, and it makes it look really cool because it explodes the door as he goes through it.
Velvet running, this bolt flies by him and sort of blows the security bolt on the door. Velvet does a tumble, comes off the tumble, and his feet sort of land on the door as it splinters, and he kicks it down like a kick down roll.
That's right.
This
I stuck it just like Carrie Strug.
The door blasts down and you sort of land in this room. There's a guard with his feet up on a desk. He's kind of doing like a crossword puzzle, and there's all sorts of contraband and cages behind him. You blast through this door, and he's sort of taken aback by this sudden intrusion.
And the blast.
I want to
Take him in the bean.
I want. Is he sitting down? Can I do that? Is he behind a desk?
With your ultra quick boot that they didn't take from you?
Yes.
Dude, oh my god, you do a front flip like, what is that? Like a Muay Thai kick right into the
Right.
balls.
Like a Chun-Li kick. Yeah, that's what I do. I would take the billy club, and I would kind of want to like vault off the ground, use the club to sort of like build me momentum to flip through the air, and I use the speed of my shoe to sort of just come down, leg extended, and
Kick him in the beans.
Kick him in the beans. There's your
Man.
next t-shirt. There's your next catchphrase.
Prison has really just made Velvet a badass.
I was gonna ask you, what
Came with the tattoo.
Oh yeah, it's that William
Say.
West tattoo in his chest.
It was a William Wisp tattoo. That's right.
All right, so you guys see Velvet go like prison mode, entering that room and kicking the guard in the beans. Who hasn't gone in a minute? ID 10T, Waddle.
I'm just kind of like just staring at this happening.
Yeah, there's fighting all around you.
Yeah.
Some
I guess I'm
people-
sneaking a pot shot in every now and again, just like for fun, just like.
Some
Yeah.
people
Oh,
are
no, he
Some people are noticeably like criminals, and then some people just seem like they were locked up for offending William Wisp or Drake Dragonstorm or the New Order. That's sort of. Bado, are you doing anything special now that you're out of your manacles?
I'm out of my manacles. I want into that room, so I'll be part of that
You're
kerfuffle.
gonna charge in. Gus, what are you up to as you see this fighting around you?
Like moments after I was like, "Hey guys!" I just see this craziness explode out and stuff, and it's like, "Oh, I'm kind of like staying low." But I see the door get that amazing explosion opening, and I kind of just like, I like run towards the door because I knew that was a naughty no-no room from the dwarf saying earlier. I imagine I'm short enough to kind of duck under all these like bottles and fireballs flying over my head and stuff.
Yeah.
When I get to the door, I don't have a cool entrance. I just kind of awkwardly like, and like climb over the like wreckage. and stuff.
Step over one of the smoldering guards.
Yeah, he's kind of like screaming. I kind of like shake him off a little bit.
Please kill me. You're like,
I just kind of stab him once with a knife and keep walking.
ID 10T, you're sort of like standing. This eruption belted from you, and this fight has emerged around you. What are you doing?
How many prisoners are in the hallways right now?
Oh, lots. I don't have a number. It's hard to keep count.
Is the naughty no room, is that like a one-way in and one-way out? Or is that
You would assume so. You don't know for sure, but
so?
you would guess.
I don't think they took anything from me in particular.
Okay.
I don't think they did.
Check your insights.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I think he hid most
didn't
of
get
his
inside
stuff.
of it. They didn't know that I had compartments.
Dummies.
So I'm gonna
They were
turn
just
around.
too offended by the smell.
Yeah, I imagine that they thought I was a trash can. So I'll turn around and go the other way.
Mess hall or towards the main exit?
I'm gonna head towards the main exit.
All right.
I want to kind of get a heads up and see what's over there before we actually. And I want to. Well, actually, I want to go where the majority of the prisoners are going. It seems like they would be going to the main exit because it is a prison.
They're all kind of in a fight. And as you kind of turn, you tore your clothes off, right?
I ripped open the thing, so it's kind of like a torn, like battle vest now.
You sort of turn around, and as you're sort of computing all of this information, you notice some of these guards some of the inmates looking at you guys because members of your party are wearing guard outfits.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was hoping the
starting to take
fireball
notice.
would kind of give them the idea that we're on their side, but for added measure, I'll just let me see what this spell does real quick. I
right,
forget what
take
it is.
Take your time and think about it.
Yeah.
All right, Velvet has kicked the guard in the beans, and now you're in the no-no, like the contraband room. Shelves of magic items, wands and books, and different weapons you're not familiar with of all sorts. What are you doing in this room?
So I sent my book away before we got arrested, so my book's not in there. It's possessed. So I'm kind of there to loot. I want to see if there's I kind of want a new dagger, or a nice sort of concealed weapon, and maybe any sort of books or any magic thing that can help me. I'm there to kind of just pocket a couple of things.
Maybe a magic shoe to match your other magic.
Maybe, or maybe a magic vest, or a magic shawl, a nice shawl, or a caftan.
Captain. You say
All
captain?
right,
I said caftan.
I appreciate that.
make me an investigation check. While Velvet is sort of searching for items that he wants, Dusk, what are you doing? You've seen some of your party enter the contraband room. ID 10T started to walk behind you, sort of looking for an exit. It's you, Bado, and Waddle still sort of in the hallway.
And me.
Bado and Waddle, that's what I said.
Oh.
Yeah.
You and Bottle.
I think I'm gonna follow Velvet into the room to get my spell book
All right.
and see if my loot is in there.
All right. So you walk in. Velvet sort of scouring through other
Yes.
cubbies, but you're able to. You see your party's items in a lockbox. Not a lockbox, but a storage. And so you're able to retrieve your items, and you see the rest of your party's items that they had taken off of them.
Yes, I have a 16. I rolled a 16.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to grab the box of all those items and at least put them on the ground in front of so they're visible. But I'm going to grab my spell book out of there.
All right.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you? My bad.
No, we went to you. I don't know. Maybe I interrupted. I don't know.
It's all good. Velvet, you rolled a 15, you said?
16.
16. Okay. Yeah, you'll definitely find something. Let me find something for you to find.
Okay.
I'm gonna interrupt.
Yeah, Gus, you're in there too.
Yeah, well, when he puts down the box of our stuff, I was just kind of looking around and I see my backpack, the one that looks like it belongs to a little kid or something. I reach over to it, open it, and shuffle through to make sure everything's there. I pull out a jar, just a disgusting looking jar, like a skull in it, and all these mushrooms growing on it, and all this writing on it and stuff that is in different languages that all say biohazard. I kind of shake it violently to make sure things are still in there and the seal is still on, and I push it back into the jar, into the backpack, and it's all here. And I put it on, and I kind of start to climb back out of the room.
All right, yeah. So you grab your stuff.
I grab my stuff.
Bada would like to
Can I,
grab his stuff.
Yeah, I think we all
What specifically is this orb there?
I'm gonna I guess would it be helpful to detect magic in here?
For sure. Yeah, you guys are able to find your stuff. Bado, you do see the orb. All of your stuff seems to be here. No problem.
I'm gonna cast. So is it like a crossroads, in the hall, or is
Yeah.
it? Oh, it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the center of the crossroads, And there's warthogs near me, right? At that point. Somewhere
Yeah,
around
they're
me?
all in various scuffles.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna.
Harder than.
Yeah. So you'll basically. Well, I'm gonna attack. So basically, what's gonna happen is I pull in my arms to where just the hands are sticking out, and then I like kind of crouch down, and you see my legs kind of go into my body, and I just kind of tank up right there, and then my eye socket will come. It'll retract and then come down into my body, and then out comes like a bulb, like a little rod with a bulb on it, and then it starts to like spark up, and then a witch bolt shoots out and starts zapping the nearest warthog. I'm gonna cast witch bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it looks like a big Tesla coil like zapping.
It's like
You start doing it, and you,
Oh my
and you hear some
God.
guards like, "Hell yeah! All right, yeah!" Fuck
But
'em
it
up."
zaps the guard.
Yeah. They're cheering you on.
Smell of burnt, singed ham is in the air.
Dang. This is some Doctor Who shit.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
so the
Food golems here and there.
a beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. Right.
Okay.
And that is d20 plus 6. Oof. Okay, that's an 8. I don't know if that's gonna hit. That's an 8.
Did you say an 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, an 8. There's one guard who's like held on the ground. That you're able to. Yeah,
I don't know
you're
how
able to bolt.
That might be dangerous for the guy holding him. Well, it says, I mean, if it hits. So did it hit or?
Yeah, it hits. He's on the ground.
Okay, well, on a hit, he takes 1d12 lightning damage. And I'm going to go ahead and just say, since it was such a low hit, it's not going to do this chain damage. Because what it does is it continues each turn until I get hit or something, like concentration. So I'm going to only do it once. And it's going to do 1d12. That's going to be 11.
Yeah, you see him like. You hit him with this witch bolt, and you see his like skeleton light up under his flesh, and then he kind of takes his last breath. Velvet, I found you were looking for a vest. This is a cloak, but it's a cloak of billowing, and I'm not joking when I say. While wearing this cloak, you use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
No. Oh my god. Hold on, let me write this down.
Perfect. I
think-
love it.
It's like
I
the
think
most
this
epic
qual-
thrift
this-
store
It's
kind.
an actual item, page 136 of Xanathar's guide, the cloak of billowing.
Wow.
You pop the tag off of it.
It's gonna be.
So you get to design what you want this cloak to look like. I imagine it's
Okay.
kind of like a poncho, but you design it however you want.
Okay.
Like a sarapa, or,
Oh, I'm gonna like bedazzle it with like a picture of like Gloria Estefan on the back or something. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
What is wrong with me? My God, I just say things.
It's fun.
Perfect.
I can't understand myself sometimes.
What's wrong with you?
The guard who's clutching his beans goes, "That looks really good on you."
Thank you.
Passes out.
So it feels like the party has been able to reclaim their items. If there was nothing else, you guys kind of look out of this contraband closet. You see the scuffles ensuing outside. You see ID Tenti like zapping a guard on the ground. Did you hear him like, yeah, in the distance?
God.
Does anybody want to do anything?
I also want to see if there's like a dagger. Doesn't have to be like a fancy mythical, but like any sort of just like sharp weapon. Like I want a dagger, or it could just look pretty but not have any special.
You can have my prison shiv.
And what is it, like a dead rat on a stick? Tied to a stick?
I got that dwarf, but it smells really bad.
The dagger that smells bad?
Yeah.
It's a sharpened rat skeleton, like, and a pretty fork, sort of like worked into a blade.
That's keeper.
Velvet, you
I-
find a turquoise dagger.
I found a turquoise dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. What I'm talking about. You write that down.
I kind of put the dagger in my pocket. My like prison dagger. I do want to do one thing since it's kind of getting a little crazy here. Did one of the the guards die at the door when he got blown up, or is he just unconscious?
One of them did. The other one is like writhing in pain as the fires were burning, but they've started to go out.
Okay, the one that's dead, I'm kind of looking around at all this insanity and not really sure like if it's safe to like walk out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like climb on top of the dead one.
Mm-hmm.
I open that jar that I had just looked at with all the little mushrooms growing inside of it. I kind of yank one off and kind of close the jar again. I jab the mushroom into its mouth and like my hands kind of glow, and I kind of hop off the body, and it kind of sits upright, and it kind of jiggles a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then kind of stops, and after a pause, the head just erupts, just explodes into gore, and a giant mushroom has grown like where its head was.
Oh my god.
And I kind of like
Holy
whisper
shit.
to it, and it stands up. I kind of climb on its back like a little backpack. I've got a little zombie
never
to
to
carry me
anger
around.
Gus.
Yeah, and we're all just staring like jaws agape.
So the other guard who didn't die, he's like writhing in pain. He sees this and he's like, "Dear God, William Wisp was right. Oh, it's so evil. Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I was like, are we the bad guys?
No.
No, no,
Nice.
we're not the bad guys. No, what?
No, I kind of pet the little mushroom head where the old head used to be. It's just like, oh, he's nice. As I say that, he kind of swipes, like he can't see anything, just swiping around a little bit.
You're riding it?
Yeah. It's not safe. I'm too short. Where's the exit?
Is this like a Master Blaster type scenario?
A little bit.
Sweet.
So I wanted to do something real
Yeah.
quick. I wanted to see if I really needed to like carry my loot anymore because I can play air guitar. Or maybe that's something I could do later. I'll just hold on to my loot. But I do want to detect magic while I'm in here and kind of like see if I can tap into my my patron and be guided towards anything that could be of help in this room.
So you feel like your construct, your work hand, something about it is allowing you to make magic with that air guitar. So you're not certain you need the loot, but that was that nice loot you bought with the black strings on it. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, you see various like magic items locked up in the different cubbies of contraband, for sure. The way you don't have time to really like start digging through stuff. You could probably grab one or maybe two things, but you feel like time's starting to get of the essence as these fighting starting to really take off. And you guys are still wearing guard outfits, and you notice some of the prisoners staring at you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
You gonna search? You gonna do it? You gonna find something?
Oh, somebody writing me right now?
Oh, I just put a picture that I had drawn a while back up in my
Okay.
So I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
to
got-
translate that. By the way, I was casting Animate Dead, which I did as a circle of spore thing. So
Cool.
I have a zombie for its stats purposes for 24 hours.
Cool.
Whoa.
Oh, you have a zombie now? He's okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty clearly some undead shit.
Oh my
Do
god.
you want to grab a random item, Dust?
Sorry, I was looking at shot strikes.
So good, I got distracted too.
Epic.
I guess I'm gonna reach. Can I roll to see what I get,
Sure.
or can I roll to see where I'm guided? What I'm guided to?
Yeah, roll me
And you-
a d20. And
Okay.
We'll see where your hand lands.
Which hand is good hand? Wait, which hand is good hand?
Oh yeah, let me roll it with my warg hand. No, I rolled a 6.
Nah, you're good.
6. Let's see.
Well, this is just it. This isn't. This is just picking something at random versus using a roll. So I don't think a low number means it's a bad item, unless DM decides that.
You reach in and you pull out a stuffed doll, and it says, "I want a piece of candy." But there's like an arcane aura about it. You were looking for magic.
I throw it away.
I want a piece of candy.
Correct response.
And I reach for the thing right next to it, which is also magical.
All right, let's see. Roll me another d20.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's an 18.
18. All right, let's see. You get. Oh, what's that music? I'm getting some music in the background.
Mellow,
All right, let's see.
mellow jams.
Sorry, that was me. I thought that was low. Sorry.
All right, that's all right.
Let me know when I can take another action.
All right, you'll be next.
Yep.
He picks up the doll.
I wish I was thinking like, oh man, I should have gone in that room. So many goodies.
You reach in and you grab a perfume, and it has this like almost like intoxicating scent. You're really drawn to the smell of this perfume. Vado, your senses you smell something.
Wait, I get this?
You reached in for another item, and you pull out like a perfume vial.
Perfume?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, great.
ID 10T.
I'm intoxicated.
You just finished witch bolting a guard, and you notice some of the prisoners starting to eyeball your friends at the end of the hallway.
So, if a cantrip, here's the question: if a cantrip is a single action,
Yep.
if I don't move, can I cast 2 cantrips, or is it just only one?
If it can be cast as a bonus action.
Okay, I don't think it can. No, it just says 1 action.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I wanted to cast Minor Illusion and just kind of put up a giant flashing exit sign that has an arrow pointing to the exit, just to kind of guide the flow of prisoners that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your second thing you wanted to cast?
Just for added measure, I was gonna cast it again and kind of have like a whistle effect. Like I'm blowing a whistle and like waving my hands and pointing. You're like, come on, guys! And like pointing towards the exit.
You can just make a whistle noise.
I guess I
You know,
could.
through your vents. So
Yeah.
you want to cast? Okay, so you cast like an
It's
exit.
a big, blatant flashing with like the little, you know, the Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny, you know, hideout here, exit sign, and pointing
Yeah.
towards the exit.
So you cast and you hear somebody else. Hey, that's the way to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
So you notice a flow of prisoners start to rush this exit.
Okay.
Is it actually the exit?
Yes.
I follow the prisoners.
Alrighty. So ID10, you cast this. You notice the inmates starting to rush it, and then you see Waddle run past you and start to make his way
Alright.
out towards the exit.
I will quickly expand myself again, stand up, and start just kind of running towards the exit with the prisoners. I'll run after Waddle.
All right, everybody else is sort of like in the contraband room as this is starting to happen. You guys have grabbed your items. Some of you grabbed a couple extra items, and you notice this rush out. What are you guys doing? Bado.
I've got what I came here for. I'm not here to steal from everybody else. Let's get out of here.
You sure you don't want some extra stolen items? It's fun.
It was a little ID10T with wings on one side of you saying, "Yeah, take it, take it." The other one's like, "Take it."
All had wings, but they're going
Both of those.
Yeah, they both.
polar opposites. Do the road.
So you're gonna vote for it,
Yep.
Bado? All right.
Yep.
So Bado leaves. Velvet,
Assuming that my friends are right behind me, I wouldn't leave them.
Sure. Velvet Dusk. Are you guys ready to leave?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Let's
You
go.
hear the guard on the floor like, no, wait, stop. As he's still feeling the effects of being sound. So you guys join the chaos out in the hallway as you see inmates starting to pour, and there's like a line of guards at the main exit trying to beat back everybody trying to leave. So it's almost like a standstill. Everybody's starting to pack in at that one exit gate, but there's so many bodies they're not able to make their way easily. Waddle, I guess you were at the front of that charge. So you start to notice people like jamming up into each other. What are you doing?
Cast my key spell for disembodied arms. I just start throwing punches to shove people out my way.
All right.
Make a way for my friends to come through.
All right. So you're gonna start clearing the path for everybody.
Yep. Start fighting. I'm gonna start fighting. Get out.
All right.
Aren't you small enough? You could probably just like climb on top of everybody and just sort of
But
run.
I'm already at the front of the line, so I might as well.
Oh, okay.
Get out of the way! I got friends coming through.
Gotcha.
So I just started punching.
Cast fireball.
I'm out. I am out.
Perfect opportunity missed.
So you see these like energy arms erupt from Waddle, and he just starts walloping inmates and guards in the middle of this crowd. You guys who left the contraband room sort of make your way into this main cross halls, and you see this flood of people who can't make their way through, and you're trying to figure out what's up. And then you hear a voice to your right from the mess hall. You hear, "Oh, hey man, what's going on?" You see Leon and Bosch wearing their sort of prison garb because they got arrested too. Like, hey, what's the deal, man? What's going on? Did you guys come here to break us out, man?
My Jodos.
We we assumed you were released. We.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, we knew
Yes.
we knew you wouldn't
bring
forget
this
about
to-
us. Leon's got like a hairnet,
We didn't.
even though he doesn't have hair.
We didn't forget about you. Now let's go.
I don't know if we can make it. There's a lot of people there, man. You guys want to just go through like the sewer grates in the kitchen?
All look at each other and like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's
Yes,
a great idea.
Just as we planned.
That is a mighty
We
fine
got
idea,
in.
Bosh.
You guys are so smart, man. That's why I like you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Waddle's spectral arms are bashing people as this is happening.
Great for that.
What is it? Waddle's throttling.
Throttle time.
Waddle throttle.
So Bosch sort of like sneaks back and opens the mess hall door. There's some small fights sort of happening around the mess hall, but the main group of people are rushing the exit. So the group sort of slinks past this. Waddle, you notice your friends sort of taking off behind you. You get some real solid hits into people.
Like I do.
As you do. But it becomes apparent that you're not going to make your way through this.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
I felt a little bit of my I kind of like shove everybody out of the way with both sets of arms. And then maybe I do a cartwheel. Just to go like, they gotta be like 6 feet fully extended, right? So
What color are they?
they're definitely blue. And it's blue for everybody.
Yeah, you shimmy your way out of that crowd and follow your friends into the empty cafeteria. Mostly empty cafeteria. Leon and Bosch sort of like sneak their way back into the kitchens where they've been working, slinging food. You see Bosch sort of grab a handful of this orangey pasta dish and starts scuffing it as you guys make your way back. And back in the washroom, there's like some grates, and Leon's like trying to figure out how to get the grate up. He's like, "Man, I think we can go through here, man. I think this will get us out."
If no one else will, I'll. I can break it.
How you gonna break it, man?
I guess this is kind of a waste of my god's incredible, beyond mortal comprehension power, but I'll cast Spiritual Weapon and just start wailing on it.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Always unimpressed with the truly divine.
Didn't you use that up in the prison earlier? Did you use that?
I did. I can use it multiple times.
Okay. Sweet.
So the might of your celestial being is summoned down to whack at a grate in a prison kitchen.
Shh! I told him it was a heretic.
A heretical prison kitchen.
There you go.
Bosch is just like staring at this mushroom-headed creature that Gus is sort of hanging on the back of. And
Yeah, I imagine I entered the room like on its back and it kind of like ran and kind of sliding a few things, just like bumping around and knocking over plates.
I slip
I'm
on
like-
a tray.
Yeah, I'm trying to like keep it steady like a horse as I'm like on its back, just like whoa. Hi guys.
Yeah, Bosch's eyes slowly, widen. Turtly. Bado, you're able to like pry this grate open, You like bang, 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 and warp the metal enough that it can be shimmied off. All the like liquid and blood and stuff that sort of spill onto this prison floor drain into this grate. You're able to shimmy it off finally. And you see deep down beneath you there's a slow trickle of water and sludge and all sorts of gross prison remnants.
Starting to look really
Just as
showy.
expected.
Yeah, there's a stench to it. It's pretty gross. But you feel
We've
like
been
you're
in
all.
What's the name
This-
of this prison?
I don't. It's just like the dungeons beneath Ambrosia. We can come up with a name for it if you got one. Think about it. All right, who's going first down the sewer gate?
I will.
Can't smell.
What's that? Yeah,
You
I
can't
can't smell. So yeah,
You see an opening, you're like,
you'll see me. I'll make the gesture like I'm holding my nose, and then just kind of like, whoop, and then you'll just see me like go down into the hole.
So I imagine your cylindrical shape. You slide like.
Yeah, it kind of like hits the sides a little, and you hear it scraping.
It's like perfectly the same.
So you hit, and it's less of a liquid at the bottom and more of like a sludge, like a coagulated, gooey gunk.
Okay.
You got two directions, left or right.
Whichever one's most aligned with the.
The rule of B is left.
No, downstream. Downstream.
Is it?
Upstream
Can we
color.
see the flow of the muck?
Make my perception check.
upstream means out, right?
No, downstream. Needs a-
ID 10T's drops down. Who's following ID 10T?
Gus will go
I'll-
next.
That's a 14.
I think Gus could go.
All right.
I imagine. Sorry.
You imagine what?
I mean, I'm not bothered by smell, so I'm not really hesitating. I don't know.
Okay. ID 10T, you want to go the direction the sludge is running to or running from?
I'm gonna say running too.
Okay.
I don't want to
So-
see. Yeah.
You head right.
Okay.
So you start making your way through the sludge. Your feet sort of stick in this goo.
How deep is it?
Like ankle deep.
Okay.
So you start making your way, and then you hear the undead guard land behind you with Gus on the back.
I imagine I specifically kind of pushed it in, and I just kind of like it drops down first, and I kind of land on top of it. It catches me.
So ID 10T followed by Gus and Zombie. Who's after that?
I'll go.
Bado. It's a little tight for your Loxodon body, but you're able to shimmy down into the grate. Who's next? We got Velvet, we got Waddle, we got
I'll go.
Dusk. Dusk is able to make his way into the sewer grate pretty easily. We got Velvet and Waddle left.
I guess I'll go next.
Velvet follows Dusk into the dark sewer, keeping your cloak up so not to get gunk.
I was actually just about to say.
Can I like use my like dexterity to like kind of shimmy down, like spider walk down, but like I'm gonna grab the grate, pull it back in place.
Leon and Bosch are like, "Don't we get to go? Do you want us to go in front of you? You can.
That's a good
take
idea. Hey, come on, guys, come on, hop in. I like kind of push him in.
Always thinking of us, man. Always
Yeah.
thinking of us.
We'll never forget you.
Never
Lenny.
forget you guys. Not after everything we've been through together.
Lenny and Squiggy.
We'll never forget you, Lenny and Brock.
Speaking of forgetting, whatever happened to S02E11?
He stayed out with Velvet's spellbook.
Did they hide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole sidekick adventure that we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It'll be
Says who's
for the
learning
Patreon.
magic.
sell that episode.
All right, so Waddle, you're gonna push through here and close the grate behind you.
Yep.
So it's sort of slow moving through this gunk. The tunnels are tight and stinky and hot. You start pushing your way through. ID 10T, after 5 or 10 minutes, you start to see a light at the end. You can make out a mesh grate where the sludge is sort of pushing through. Oh, perfect music. The Jay and Silent Bob music. On your knees, Texas Pete.
I just put on the Shawshank Redemption soundtrack for some reason. Just
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Or like Shaw Stank.
Oh!
Nice.
ooh, sick burn.
Got him.
You get to the grate and you see the sludge starting to like push out of this grate as it's slow moving, and it empties into like a gutter into what looks like an impoundment lot, and you see carriages and horses, and then you see your airship impounded in the slot where the sludge is coming out on the other side of
Does
this
it
gate.
have a big magical
like-
boot on it?
Yeah. Exactly what I was gonna say.
What was it? There was something where it's The Simpsons, where he's like trying to drive with the boot on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it just shreds the car.
New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a boot of sorts on the wings that are sort of clamping it down. So the camera cuts to outside of the sludgy grate. You see the grate pop out. You get shimmy out. You can try your best to not get sludge on you, but more than likely you will. If you want to make a dexterity check to not get prison sludge on you, you can make that check now.
Is it pouring rain by any chance?
It has started to rain, yeah.
I'm gonna make a dexterity check to try
God.
and wallow in the sludge. Get as
Oh,
much of it as I
God.
can.
Yeah, put some, scoop some up and just fill your insides.
I'm gonna be like a dog trying to hide its scent.
I tried to avoid it, but rolled a 4, so I think I was too close to identity.
Yeah, you get like it's on my nose. It's on my nose.
Wait, what are we rolling?
I rolled a 16.
Dex check?
Yeah, to see if you don't get any sludge on you.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah.
22.
Waddle and Velvet are able to. Waddle, you use your hands and pry yourself up above it,
Nice.
and no stank gets on you. Velvet, you're able to like keep your new cloak of billowing safe from the grime.
He made
Thank
the
God.
dramatic gesture as he exited.
That's right.
I just let the zombie face plant into it and kind of step on him.
So yeah, you guys make your way out as Gus's undead thing sort of stands up. ID 10T, I don't know if
I
you
rolled a
noticed
7.
this,
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna
but
say.
there's an undead creature in your party now.
Yeah.
We should kill it.
And you guys
See? Probably should, yeah.
stand looking at your airship amongst all these other impounded vehicles. And Leon and Bosch are like, we're gonna try and get those boots off so we can get out of here. And so they sort of like hustle over and start looking at it, trying to figure it out. What would everybody like to do? You hear the alarms inside the prison sort of firing off. You hear all sorts of kerfuffles and fighting inside. You'll see occasional blasts of magic as spellcasters were let out.
How's our harpoon situation on that ship?
I think it's still up there and loaded.
I'm gonna man the harpoon station.
So Waddle's gonna climb aboard Ark and jump up to the harpoon. Do you have a plan, or just in case?
It's just man the battle stations. Just like
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is there? Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything we can use to bar the door that we just came in from?
It wasn't really a door.
It was like a prison. It was a grate, like a sewer.
Oh,
grate.
right, a
So you
grate.
could-
Yeah, we
Wait,
snuck through a sewer grate. So
Yeah, but is there a door in the
Um,
slot? Like you could still block that. Like,
Oh yeah, like a door to the lot.
oh, I guess we need to. Well, we have an airship, so we can fly
Yeah,
out of
it's-
it. So we don't
it's
need
like
the lot to
walled,
open.
and then there's like a gate at the far end, but there's all sorts of impounded vehicles and.
Is there a threat of people coming in here while we try and get out?
No, you guys seem to be the only ones here.
Okay. Let's go.
I feel like we
Like, fire up the ship.
Yeah, that's what I was.
They were
gonna do. I
trying to
just
get the
wanna up on
boot
top.
off. Let's go turn the ship on.
Yeah, how are they getting the boot off?
You guys don't want to look around the lot and just make sure there's nothing interesting.
I don't know.
You
Lenny
look
and
around
Lenny
the
and
lot.
Bob are Lenny and
Look
Bob are the
around the lot.
mechanics. They're the.
I'm gonna use my eyeballs.
And I'm gonna plug into the socket
Okay.
and try and see what the status is of the ship.
It's gonna take a few minutes to warm up and reboot. There
Yep.
was a little bit of damage taken upon impounding, but Leon and Bosch are still working on the boots. Waddle wants to like scour the lot to see if there's anything of use.
Yeah, I'm like in the harpoon station, just like
Okay.
turning around.
Bado, are you doing anything in particular?
It's just like impounded vehicles here. There's no work cruisers or anything. Patrol ships.
There's an odd work vehicle of sorts here and there.
As part of the impound, or
Yeah, and part of the impound.
oh.
What were you
Mm,
looking for?
Like if they're vehicles that could pursue us, I would suggest the identity to fireball them. I don't think I have anything big enough to do substantial damage.
Are you near me? Like, are you telling me that? Because I'll just.
I would if I
relay that
I'd
to,
I'd come find you if I saw any. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd relay that to Waddle. Because like I said, I'm kind of running dry here. I can cast.
Oh, okay.
We can just light things on fire the good old-fashioned way if you want.
But they don't seem to be cruisers. They seem to be impounded work tech stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they're like all like metalish.
They're not necessarily.
You were
official
asking
vehicles.
if there were like the guard swoops.
Yeah, if,
right.
like impounded cars were on one side of the lot, and immediately across the aisle, the cruiser. What did they call it? Pool. Cruiser pool.
It's not organized that well. It's everything's sort of like drawn in and dropped off. So like there's like I don't want to say mech suits, but like sort of like magical exo armors here and there, or weapons on wheels that are all sort of impounded.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually ask Waddle over the little intercom thing. Just why don't we hook onto one of those magical exo suit things? and, you know,
Hey. Sounds good. And I
I wanna
fire the
take a
harpoon
souvenir.
into one.
All right, so you hear the harpoon fire and it snags like a metal work sort of suit, not as big as your work jammers, but sort of like a personal armor, like an Iron Man sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you drag it back to your ship. Dusk, did you have a question? Write that down, Waddle, so you don't forget.
That's my thing.
Dusk, did you have a question?
I was gonna go over to Leon and Bosch and see if I could help.
Bosch pulls out like a makeshift wrench.
I guess I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Hey there, Lino, Biff. Can I help y'all by heating up any of the metal? Can I help y'all by heating the metal up or anything like that?"
Yeah, man. If you heat up the metal, it'll don't get the bolt, but get that plate right there. That bolt should drop out. I think. Oh, it's brilliant. You guys are so smart. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course we are.
They've
I'm
changed and
gonna
phased it all.
choose that manufactured object in heat metal.
Right, so you place hand and you see it start to glow with heat, and you notice the bolt inside of it start to shimmy and drop as the metal around it expands, giving place. And they're like, "Oh, let's go get the other one, man." So you aid Leon and Bosch pulling these off.
Oh.
Waddle.
Any
I'm sorry, not Waddle.
any chance I can do that without using a spell slot?
Does it have a ritual feature?
Ritual takes like 30 minutes or whatever.
Ritual's 10 minutes.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
But if it says you can cast it as a ritual, you can take 10 minutes and not waste a spell slot.
Oh,
I can also cast haste to help.
We don't have 10 minutes.
I wouldn't particularly worry about
We
it.
might have.
Velvet.
We might.
I
have
can walk up
No.
and I go. I can cast haste to make this go quicker.
It's a hell of a lot of prisoners in that place we just let out. I mean, they probably got their hands full.
So Velvet comes over and casts haste on Leon, Bosch, and Dusk, and your efforts are doubled getting these boots off.
I don't know. Good idea.
awesome.
Yeah.
Does anyone feel like kind of like it seems a little cozy when you have like a huge riot of chaos in the actual prison and we're off in this quiet little like kind of lot just trying to break out. It just seems a little cozy to me.
That's a good.
Got
That's a
that-
good escape. I mean, that's how.
got that
That's
tone.
according to plan, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how a heist works,
Feel
right?
kind
You
of
got away
invincible.
scot-free, right? Yeah.
The distraction worked perfectly.
There's
Everything
no
went
way
to
anything
plan.
could go wrong for us.
Perfectly.
Nobody say that. Nobody say there's no way. I'm not gonna say it.
There is
Don't
no
anybody say those
way.
actual words.
So you guys say there's no way this could go wrong. And then you hear Zazu, and you look up, and you see Zazu carrying Devore, Velvet's book, circling, and he's been kind of circling the prison. He sees you guys and starts to make his way down to the ship. Drops the book, and the spell book sort of glides and floats down to Velvet's hands. Velvet, you've got your spell book back.
Yay!
Zazu lands on Dusk and starts sniffing him. He smells something,
Oh.
and he starts.
I'm gonna reach up and give Zazu a scratch on the neck with my work hand.
He's sniffing at a pocket, and then there's the pocket he's sniffing at. You've got a box.
Was that in the
Yeah.
uniform? Was that in the
What
uniform?
did I do with that box? I think I forgot to write this down.
Box that was given to you at the Temple of Valen.
Full of
Mm.
eyeballs.
You met a priestess named Toshi who gave you something. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I don't remember what was
It was
in
an
it.
item from your mother, and you
Eyeballs.
never opened it.
Oh. Oh, I didn't. I thought she just told me her name.
She gave you an item that your mother had given to her to you.
Did I just hear my patron?
No.
What's in the box?
I guess I reach. I go from scratching the Zazu to checking out the box that he's sniffing so intently.
So it's sort of like a little ring box, like a little case sort of thing.
Start looking
Yeah.
at 7.
And he'd sniffing at it.
I'm gonna open it up.
So you open up this little box, and it's scribed in it. It says it's a little handwritten note and a little scroll. And it says, "Dusk, I love you till we meet again." And then there's coordinates in it. And Zazu seems real excited. at that. The boots on the wings
Zazu.
are now off, and the ship is starting to charge up to power.
Who's piloting?
ID is plugged in.
All aboard.
I'm gonna hand this note to Zazu and tell him to fly this over to ID.
Zazu glides on into the cabin. ID 10T. Your little arcane animal friend has a scroll with coordinates on it, and he places it next to you.
All right, I will grab it. Kind of read it like a ticker tape.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, Alrighty then, let's get out of here. And I'll kind of start the ship hovering a little bit to get ready to go.
The coordinates are read by the ship, by the realm transmitter of the ship. They start like dialing in, click, 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 click. And the ship starts to course and shake with power as it's charged. And it is ready for takeoff.
We going to space?
Is everybody on board?
Everybody is. Yeah.
Everybody's on board.
As you guys are. What's up, Gus?
I was gonna say, Gus is gonna yell, "Fast, get away!" And I cast Gust of Wind downwards to launch us up.
Where's the zombie guard?
Oh,
Is
he
with
just
you,
set me. He set me down. Like, we're on the deck of the ship, and he just kind of like he's staying behind me.
Is he on the deck with you?
Yeah.
All right. And we.
So Gus casts wind, and the ship picks up. ID Denti, you're not used to it.
Yeah.
So the ship sort of like rocks up.
Bounces against the wall and kind of damages the back end a little bit.
It knocks over some
Oh,
carriages
sorry.
and items.
Character. It's alright if you did that to character.
As you start to take off, you notice the grate where the sewage sludge was pop out, and you start to see some inmates crawling out, making the same exit you guys did.
As a joke, I just I look down and I see Leon and Bosch and forgot them again. No, they're on the ship.
No, they made it inside.
That's why I kept asking.
They're
Was
with
that
me.
all aboard?
Yeah, man, we're here.
All right. Yep. So I'll launch the ship up and try and get away, get as far, fast and high as possible. So like, we're gonna be going
Amen.
45 degrees up.
All right, so the ship makes a real sudden launch up. It starts to shoot towards the sky. As you guys take off, you see this scuffle in the prison. You still see like windows breaking as you're taking off. The city of Ambrosia, under the reign of William Wisp, starts to disappear in the clouds behind you as you shoot up. The realm transmitter starts to make its calculations, and way up in the sky is a realm gate. And it starts to light up as your ship starts to get ready. Arc transforms to go from aerial to astral ranged. So an energy shield starts to cover the ship to protect it from the astral energies of the spine.
Cool.
And then it shoots off into astral space. And that's where we'll leave tonight's adventure as you guys escape the prison for Breakout, tonight's adventure.
Woo!
We did it.
did it.
We did that. That was us.
Flawless escape.
No big deal. I don't see what's so bad about prison.
Prison was kind of fun.
You got a tattoo. You guys made new friends.
It's a horrible tattoo.
Dude.
We made new friends.
Building in a cape.
There's a zombie guy. Yeah, you got a friend.
Yeah, I mean, I made a friend.
You got literally.
I loaded a mech suit onto the ship.
You got a mech suit. You got a cloak, and then some perfume. So,
Sexy
You know.
perfume.
Oh, it smells so good.
but
that's tonight's game. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks for listening to the Axe and Arcana adventure game on the internet broadcast system. And we will catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out.
Yay! Bye.
Get ready for everyone's favorite broadcast battle. Live from Dakara, the realm of eternal battle, where the only escape is death. It's Death-Live. Now available in all realms, including Ambrosia, Kotara, parts of the lower Creedmoor Valley, and some simulated realities being rendered inside a computer server. Check your local Spine Broadcasting Network for listings and showtimes. This broadcast is a syndicated affiliate of the A-Core Corporation.